I forgot to hit the timer.
Want to tell people what we're doing?
No. We're doing a 30-day cold shower challenge. We don't have an ice bath. You see the craze out there, but we're going to do the shower. So Stephanie's got the shower on the very lowest temperature, and you know mountain water is freezing cold, and we're going to start with 1 minute.
Just do it. Just get in.
Really?
Just get in. Just go. Seriously, just go.
So Steph said that she wants a real cold plunge ice bath. She doesn't want to take showers anymore, so I am going to hook her up with a brand new ice bath, Jay's Way. It's going to be awesome. Hey babe, how was work?
Fine.
What's going on?
What the heck is that big hunk of crap?
That's your new cold plunge ice bath.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I wanted a new ice plunge.
That is new to you and me because we've never had it before, so that makes it new.
Yeah, I ain't getting in that thing.
Yeah, you are.
No.
What do you mean? Okay.
I don't think so.
All right. So it looks like I need to hook that thing up. I don't think it's gonna fly as is. I'm gonna make it sweet though for her. She's gonna love it. You're gonna love it, honey. I think she looks perfect. I don't think we need to do anything to her. I think just throw her down there and fill some water up. I don't know. I think she's good to go. All right, I did have to slide this thing back out of the garage there because Nana was coming home. I didn't want her to see this hunk of crap sitting in the front yard. But I think I'm going to try to clean it first. It's definitely got a lot of rust on it, so I don't know if just washing it is going to do it. I may have to do something else to it, maybe over at Jamie's or something to help out with that. But I'm going to wash it first, get all the big stuff off it. And I think for the most part, I have it clean. So I don't even know if I've talked about exactly what I'm going to do here, but I think the plan is to do this is we're going to paint it. I'm going to paint it black. And I was going to go to Jamie's and sandblast this thing, but I'm thinking I might just take my orbital sander and just try to hit that down real good. I got my Dewalt palm sander out here. I'm going to try to hit this thing just to see what it does. If not, I might have to go in Jamie's and sandblast it, but if not, just going to try to get it as flat, most of the rust off as I can. And like I said, I'm going to paint it. I'll put a good coat of some outdoor black prime and paint on there, and hopefully that will suffice because I really don't feel like loading this thing back up in my truck and taking it to Jamie. So. All right, for the most part, I think that's going to work, man. I mean, it's not perfect. I'm sure they make some type of Rust-Oleum type paint that inhibits rust or something like that I can buy, and I'll put that on there. But I think that's going to be sufficient. I don't think I need to sandblast anything. I'm just going to go ahead and hit the whole entire thing with this sander and call that good, and then we'll get to the store to get some paint and some wood. I could just buy this thing. That'd be way easier. Let's see. That's perfect. I can just buy this and call it a day.
Jason, where are you?
Hey,
Oh, wow.
come on over. You're probably wondering what I'm doing.
Yeah.
No, you can talk all you want. Come on over. I
Okay.
said, you're probably wondering what I'm doing.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Okay, so I have my Lexel. Come on inside here.
You
Nana.
want me to hit the one now?
No, come on inside.
Oh, okay.
All right, so here, this is our tub, right? Our bath. But as you can see here, there is seams along here. And I'm thinking that it's not gonna hold water if that's the case. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Lexel them. Sorry about the noise, Pop-Up's cutting the grass. But hey, I think that's gonna do it, man. I got that all those seams sealed up with some Lexel. Hopefully that's gonna be good. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this primer that I have, and I'm going to prime all of the outside and the inside of the box. That way when I go to paint it, hopefully it'll stick a little bit better, and it'll also help, I think, any of the rust coming through. So I'm gonna hit it with this primer, get it real good with that, let that dry, and then I'm going to paint it, hopefully today. I don't know, it's so nice outside though. I should be at the lake, but Steph's at work, so she'd probably get really pissed off if I was at the lake. So, but I'm gonna go have lunch with her. So hey, we're having lunch at the Front Porch Cakery and Deli here in gorgeous Cherokee, North Carolina. That lunch thing, take two. Front Porch Cakery must be closed on Fridays. I don't know why. So I guess so. So now we are at Kobe Express Sushi Hibachi Grill Japanese here in beautiful Cherokee, North Carolina to go have lunch. Let's do it. Beat it. Get back to work. Go make some money.
No, I don't want to.
I'm gonna go home and play with the dogs.
You're gonna take a nap, aren't you?
No, that's the last time I took a nap. Maybe. Get to work. Go.
So are you gonna be down with us to go to the lake this weekend?
I'm not gonna go to the lake.
Excuse me?
I'm not going to the lake this weekend. I got football is starting, and I'm gonna stay home and watch football.
So you're choosing football over the lake?
Yes. So you know I'm usually happy wife, happy life. Well, when it comes to football, that kind of goes out the window because I freaking love football. And you know what else I love? That I partnered with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official betting partner of the NFL, to bring even more excitement to this opening day of football. So I guess I should tell you what that offer is, huh? So all you gotta do, new customers, place any $5 wager and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Yes, you heard me right. $200 in bonus bets instantly by placing only a $5 wager. So this doesn't work for me because I'm already a customer. But you know who's not a customer? Stephanie. Maybe I can get her, if she's not too mad at me, maybe she can download the app, use code JAYSWAY, and she can get $200 in instant bets by just placing a $5 wager. So if you're a new customer, do the same thing. Just download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, use the code JAYSWAY, and place any $5 wager and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Stephanie would like to thank DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring today's video. And let me go see how mad she is at me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I figured out a compromise.
What's this?
All right, so get this. The camper has a TV.
Yep.
And the campground has internet.
Yep. I see you're going with this. Football, DraftKings Sportsbook, and the lake.
Bingo!
Boom. Now again, I know what you're probably all thinking is that looks like crap. And it does look like crap, but that's just the background. Remember, those boards I painted, they're gonna go across that like fence style, horizontal with a little bit of gap. So you're not really even gonna see that paint job back there. That's just to make sure it's black. So those boards are gonna go across there and it's gonna look freaking phenomenal. I can't wait. I'm super excited. The only thing I can wait for is having to get in the thing because it's gonna be cold. Cold. All right, happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
What's going on?
Slept in, feeling good.
We did sleep in and it felt awesome. But hey, it's gorgeous outside. We want to get on the lake. That's what our plan is today. But before that, we need to do some of this. So I've been out here kind of brainstorming a little bit while Stephanie was downstairs getting ready. And I think I've come up with a few things on how exactly we're going to build this, just to make sure that we're on the same page. So this is going to be about what our spacing is here. Steph, why don't you take this and I'll come down here. So again, this is going to be, picture this on there. And what I do want to do here is I do want to get this above that just a little bit. I'm going to start my first piece on the top because you can see it's all broken up and nasty, this piece. So if I just make it maybe like an 1/8 inch or a 1/4 inch above that, I think that'll be good. And then we'll go down from there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this material, but we're gonna rip it in half and we're going to attach it in 3 places here. And we're gonna attach it with some Lexel and some screws to the actual box. And then we can go back and take this material and just shoot it on with some 16 gauge. The top, not really sure what we're gonna do with the top yet, but this 1x material in half. I did this as a pro tip, as a short a while back. I don't know if any of you saw it or didn't see it, but I'm gonna show it to you again. So this measures 3 9/16. So again, I could try to do the maths and try to figure out what the middle of that is, but easiest way to do it is just do this. Rotate your tape and get to a number that you know what half of that is. So I'm at 4. So 70 half of 4 is
2.
2. So I'm gonna go ahead here and make a little mark at 2. And then I pull this, and that is 1 inch and 13 and 1 inch and 13. Boom. No maths, super easy. The middle of my blade exactly on 1 inch and 13. So I'm wondering how many people right now are going, yo, DA, that's not 1 inch and 13, that's 1 inch and 5. Yeah, it's 1 inch and 5. I went to go run this and I'm like, that is definitely not 1 inch and 13. So let's try 1 inch and 13. There you go. That looks more better.
I'm gonna borrow your safety sunglasses.
All right.
Is that all right?
Yeah, 10-4.
They look all right on me?
They look fantastic on you.
Yeah? Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Hi, baby. You gonna help us today? Hey, girl. Hey, girl. You're such a good helper. Yes, you are.
What happened?
The sawdust.
Oh,
I
gotta
was
look.
trying to get the shot.
Hey, sometimes you gotta sacrifice to get the shot. I mean, sometimes you gotta get some sawdust in those pretty shoes of yours to get the shot. But hey, good job.
Thanks.
Way to get the shot. Now, this is not where this is going to be when it's done. But the problem is that this is the best spot for us to build this thing. It's in the sun, filming's good. I got all my equipment here. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna build it here, and then we're gonna have to move it again, kind of like the greenhouse. We're gonna have to move it to where it's going, but I don't think it should be too bad. It's not too heavy, and Steph's been working out, so I think she's good to go with that. So let's get building this thing. We're gonna establish a length on these. So I don't want to go straight to the bottom because I don't want it to be long at all. I don't want this wood to be sitting on the concrete just in case if it rains or whatever. So I'm gonna leave it up off the concrete just a little bit. And so here I'm 31 and like 3/4, and I don't want to go up onto this piece because that prouds out a little bit and I don't want it to stick out. So I think actually if I went like 31 and a half,
Hey, you need power.
I need a freaking shop is what I need. No BS, dude. I need a shop, and I need it bad. It's gonna happen. We gotta do something. We have to do something to this garage to get it more conducive. Yeah, that's the right word, right? Yeah, conducive for me to be building this stuff. Look, I'm out in the gravel, building on the ground. This is crap, dude. Ah, there we go. Normally, what I would do is I would cut all this material down and then put it all up. But to save time and efficiency, I'm going to cut a couple and then put them up. The reason being is this. After I cut them, the side is not painted and the fronts are kind of getting beat up a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a couple on and then Ellis, I see you got your painting clothes on. You're gonna come back and just touch these up a little bit with the black. It's no big deal. You got a roller, just doesn't have to be super neat. Just okay. All right, so this is our deal. This is the plan here, Stan. We're gonna take this and we're gonna put this like that. That's in theory what we're gonna do, and then those boards will then just shoot on there and give it a nice dimension. So just to play it safe, I am going to hit it with some Lexel because I don't want to put too many screws in it. So gonna hit it with a nice bead of Lexel. I'm gonna hold it off the bottom just a little bit, underneath that, just a little bit. And I'm gonna pre-drill it. Again, I'm just going into this first layer. Because remember, this is gonna be filled with water, so I can't drill it too far. So I'm just going through this first layer of the freezer. Like that. And I got some screws here that I'm hoping will be sufficient to hold this piece on. Oh, that felt pretty good. I don't know, what do you think? I don't know, I've never built this before. Never attached wood to a freezer, but I think that's probably good since you're the perfectionist and needs everything perfect. So there's two ways to go about this. We can make this front piece like that and then put the ends over it. So that's what you'd see, or you put the sides like that and put the end that way. I'm going with my better judgment here, and I'm gonna do what Stephanie wants to do, even though she told me to do what I want to do, but that's not gonna end well. So I'm gonna put the sides on first. So this one, it's 28 1/8 there. Down here in the middle, it's like 28 1/4 strong. And here it's like 28 1/4. So I think if I just went 28 1/4, made those all the same. And now how many do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it was 7 or 8. Let's do, I know we need 7 for sure. Let's do 7 first and then we'll go from there.
You got it, boss.
Again, I missed that. I like that word.
Boss?
Wow. Y'all hear that? Daddy's the boss.
Only on the Building Jay's Way set.
Only on camera. People are, I love the comments, like, people are like, you guys are so awesome together. You're so loving together. I'm like, yeah, on camera.
Really?
I know, I'm just joking. Okay, we got the sides on and I think they look, what's the word we use? Balling.
Ballin'.
It doesn't, Nana said it looked like a coffin sitting out here yesterday. So it doesn't look like a coffin as much anymore. So we're gonna put the fronts on here and trying to pull a number. Again, these things are not always square and plumb and everything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold my end at the right height and I'm gonna hold it flush here. Mm-hmm. Stephanie's gonna put her board at the right height there.
Mm-hmm.
And then once that's there, what she's going to do is she's just going to take a pencil and she's just going to score that other board. She's just going to take a pencil and score the other board. I'm holding it. She's just going to take a pencil and score the other board. Oh, she's pissed off at me. I wish y'all could see her face. I wish you could see her face. I was just saying Stephanie's going to take a pencil and score it. Okay. So Stephanie took a pencil and scored it. And then what we did was we just made sure we made a mark, an arrow to say, okay, this is up and that's towards me. So that way after I cut it, if I get it turned around, it goes back on the same way. Please look at your face. Please turn the camera and look at your face. I'm begging you to please look at your face. Okay, pro tip. Oh, my earbud fell out. In cutting this is not like a normal cut. If I cut on the outside of this line, let me study that pencil stuff, thank you. If I cut on the outside of that line, it's going to be long because this represents the very edge of that board. So when I cut this, I need to cut it right to the edge on the left-hand side of that board, on that line, to make sure it's plumb, flush, flush, flush. I love you, honey. Yo, Ellis.
Yeah.
I think this iPad's just like you.
What?
Its temperature needs to cool down. It's too hot.
Oh my goodness.
I think that's it for today. I mean, it is so freaking nice outside and the lake is just going, Jason, Stephanie, I want you to come jump in me. So I definitely think we need to just go to the lake. We're gonna brainstorm a little bit about the top again. I don't like the way the top looks with the sides. I think the sides look great, but the top looks not great. So we're gonna talk about maybe trying to frame it up, or maybe put a thin piece of plywood or something over the top of it, something to make the top look better. And then we gotta be able to get into it. So therefore we're gonna need stairs of some sort to get into it. So I gotta figure out some stairs. Maybe one big stair around the whole thing, or maybe just one step to get into it. All right, so I'm over at Jamie's house, and I have some of this extra material that we had, and we talked about the top of this thing. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to run these through the planer, and I'm just going to take a bunch of material off, because the problem that we want, or the problem that we don't want, is we don't want the top to be too heavy. So if I just make these about half of what they are, it'll be kind of like a veneer, and then when I put them onto the top, then what will happen is it will be a lot lighter. So I think I'm just gonna rip all these down to about half the material, and then when we get home, we'll put them onto the top. Okay, so the next step is I need to put that insulation back in here. And I bought this foam board. I don't know if it's gonna be sufficient or not, but we're gonna try. And we're gonna put that foam board in there, and then I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna screw it on here just to hold the foam in. I think that'll work. And then we're going to take that wood that we got from Jamie's, these veneers, and we're gonna flip it over, and we're gonna make the top look like the sides. And then paint it black, and it should be good to go. And I got some thinner boards over here, I believe. Yeah, I got these that I ripped down. What I'll do with these is I'll just make these the sides. Is I'll put those on the sides like that to frame it in. Put some miter on the end here. So this is what I was shooting for, but I don't think it's going to be great. You can see in this spot, the freaking drill slipped and put it right through there. So I think longevity, not the answer. Maybe just for the video might be the answer, just because I don't really know what else to do. I was at Lowe's. They didn't really have any thin plastic. They had some like real thin paneling, but it was pretty stout, and it was like 50 bucks a sheet. This was like 15. So I think for now, I think that's going to be sufficient. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna flip this thing over. I'm gonna try to get those top boards on and get that squared away. All right, so I'm out in the garage, and I took the top off of this thing again, because as you can see, this foam board that I bought was a complete epic fail. It didn't do what I thought it was gonna do, and so I need to take it off. So I'm gonna take this off, and again, this is to hold all this insulation in. But what I did buy is I went out and I bought this stuff, and it was expensive. This was like 58 bucks. And it's kind of like this corrugated plastic, thick plastic. So what I'll do is I'll just drill some holes in this, and I'm hoping that I can just use my etching bonding primer, and I even got some self-etching primer still left over from the other job, and some black, and just paint it black. This is so stupid. All right, so one thing I did that's probably the silliest one is I got some of this blue paint. So what I'm going to do, I don't know if it's stupid or not, I hope it's not, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the inside of this thing so that it looks more inviting when we go to get in it. I finally got off my wallet a little bit. Got some lights. Not really sure how to use them yet, but I'm hoping it will help out in the lighting situation. Okay, tub's all built. Last thing to do is for you just to get in it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You are?
Yes. Yes. I got this.
You, really?
Yes.
Okay. All right, go get out there. I'll be right out. Let's see how she's doing. Yo.
What?
That's not your tub. No, that's the hot tub. You're supposed to be in the cold tub. Nice try. Let's go.
Am I done yet?
No, you've been in there for a minute.
How long do I have to stay in here?
I don't know, at least 3 minutes. And you're only up to your waist. You're lucky. You should be all the way in.
My toes are numb. This is worse than a cold shower.
Yeah, but just think how good you're going to feel after that. Now, I will tell you, Stephanie has researched this online, and I would say if you're going to do a cold shower, I would say to go ahead and definitely research it yourself, because it's got different benefits for different people, and you may not be a candidate for it. So definitely do me a favor. Before you do anything, consult your physician, consult your husband or wife or whoever it might be, and do your own research before you just go ahead and jump right in there. All right, Ben?
Yeah, make sure you can tolerate a 2-minute cold shower first.
Yes, 100%.